What's going on, everybody? Demboy's back at it. Now we're going to talk about the PA rollout stuff with the delay fade that you see in bunch tight end all the time. Except we really need to talk about how you can do this in a ton of different formations, a ton of different ways to keep people off balance. I mean, have you seen it a time or two already? When someone comes out in bunch to you, what do you think's about to happen? Well, if you're playing a good player and it's that obvious, what do you think's about to happen? So let's get right into it. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and flow right into the run and gun ebook, and we're going to apply all of this to run and gun. We'll start this video with the concept, and then from there we'll flow into using this concept within the run and gun playbook. So when somebody comes out in bunch tight end, you more or less expect a delay fade, right? So that's the first problem. The second problem is the way the quarterback hesitates on the rollout. So I really prefer to do this with these PA waggles. So check your playbook. They're all over. You'll see them in pistol, I form, single back, all over the place. So just take a minute to look around your playbook. What we're going to do, if they're playing man, we can leave it as is. Or even just go ahead and put a drag on out here. And then, of course, we would have the tight end and the delay fade. Now, if they're playing zone, we know the reason people like to use that crosser is just because of the depth it can get under the corner. Well, what I'm going to go ahead and do is just motion this guy across to clear out any deep blue, whether it be a third or a quarter, anything like that. And we get a nice smooth rollover. Then we can go ahead and sneak that guy in because we have that go to clear him out. So check your playbook. There's a lot of ways to do this. From here, let's get into how we're going to do it with run and gun. One of my favorite ways to do it is this single back ace slot. This stretch alert bubble is okay. I will give you something to kind of show it like this. Something to kind of heat that up a bit. So B doesn't actually need a lead blocker. If he's open, he's going to be open either way. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take X. We're going to bring him across. Now we see everybody kind of goes to the inside. We're just going to watch. Nobody follows him out there. There you go. You can get your yards. This counter is a faster counter, so that's not a bad one to break out from time to time either. And as far as dives go, this is a fairly good dive. But again, you see this waggle here. So again, we press Y. It doesn't matter what formation. Cover 3. Put the tight end on the delay fade. So again, if we think they're playing man, something like this, you could leave how it is. You could put X on the drag. Or something else that I'll sometimes do if I have Hot Route Master, I might put him on a crosser or a post going back the other way. And that just might be something to mess with the user a bit. But that'd be more so if they're playing man again, to reiterate. So again, we get the nice smooth rollout. You can go ahead and low point those as well. So that was an example of me low pointing it. And that's really just because of where I am on the field. Of course, if you're further back, that corner is going to be downfield further. Another little pro tip, when you're doing that, make sure you can roll to the wide side of the field. Reason being, I'll show you, even if I'm going to go ahead and throw to the tight end, I really never stop running. So you can see where it's a pretty good idea to not run out of bounds, right? And lose 10 yards. So yeah, keep that in mind. Next is single back ace. If we're being honest, I very rarely utilize any of this stuff, but it's something I'll bring up. If they're playing zone, you can take that ace posts if you have HRM and put both of your tight ends on flags. And it does create an interesting little play concept. The stretch is okay. The dive is not bad as far as dives go. The counter is not bad. Again, it is a faster counter. But this PA waggle in here, the way this one would work for you, I mean, you'd already, if it's a zone, you have that set up. You're really going to want to be able to use HRM and take Y and put him on a cross or a post. And then, of course, you'd have your delay fade. And the one real advantage of doing it this way is just when you flip your play, nobody knows. So you could roll out one way or the other. An I-form slot flex is really one of my favorite formations, so this particular PA wiggle is definitely the one that I break out the most, and I do that after I really get you to worry about the run. And for this one, the depths all work out just fine, really. I will go ahead and low point that. So note, I'm going to low point that and then A catch it. But when you add that play in with the run plays, and then a pass play, actually, that I'm going to go ahead and give you guys next Wednesday, this can get really dirty. Side note, guys, real quick, I think it's worth mentioning, this is a good Wildcat as far as Wildcat goes. The power is a excellent little run play. Obviously, it looks a lot like our quarterback run in doubles. So something that you can break out if you need to. The other play you'd see people run is this counter. As always, hope y'all found that one helpful. Thank you so much for still rocking out with me this late in the year. We got a little bit left. I think we got like 5 more weeks or so of content. So I'm kind of already getting excited for next year, but I'm not overlooking the end of this year. We're going to finish this one out strong with the run and gun. Gave y'all a new off-meta defense. We're also going to have the Bucks defensive ebook. Look for that next weekend. So, yeah, we can finish up the year doing something a little bit different, a little bit unique. Brings a little more fun to the end of the game for me to stay off meta. So, as always, like, comment, smash that subscribe. Damn boys. Peace.